Okay, tubes, we're going to be working on the truck today. I got some new parts here I'm going to put on. I got a gasket kit. Thought it was in here. There it is. Try to put that on. And all these parts I'll show to you. I ordered these because the truck, what the truck did is it was running, then shut, and then wanted to go start it back up. It wouldn't start. It wouldn't even turn over. So it said it was a distributor module. After I did get it running again, something about, and then anyway. So I just bought a new one of them. I actually bought the whole distributor. I'm gonna show you. Alright, this is what I got. I bought this in one pack, and I bought this same day, just a couple minutes after. But anyway, bought a brand new distributor. And all these are is plastic. Like I said, with metal. It's got metal gear or metal rods and stuff in it. But that's like a carbon. That's what I said. New distributor. Looks like it has something on it, but anyway. Got that, this, and that for $60. That ain't bad for the full distributor. This is for your pickup for on your harmonic balancer. It's a crank sensor. And then the glue to glue the window. And then I'm going to try to put my lowering stuff on today. Like you see, pour lowering blocks. And cut the front springs. So I'll show you as I'm doing it. Alright. Now if you're doing the distributor, you're going to need, if it's a stock distributor, it says it's a Torx 20. That would zoom in. Which it's not. Well, anyway, it's a Torx 20. There's a bolt in the front and back. When you're changing it, take them out. Always save them, because you never know if you're going to need them for anything. My new distributor don't have that type. And you pop that off. So you can go ahead and pull these off if it's stock, because mine are numbered. It's plug wires itself, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. And the other one, you can go ahead and pop that off. I'll go ahead and pull that off, and I'm going to show you. I know you ain't going to be able to see me. And I'll show you in a minute. It's going to take a 10mm to take the distributor out. Now, you could probably almost get down in there and take the whole distributor out without doing all this, but I would not recommend it, because you're not going to know where the rotor button is. Now, if you're changing just the module, you don't have to tear all this apart. But if you are, you need to take it all out. And if you got a stock cap, it's a good thing to set it up here. Don't get rid of that until you put your new cap on. Usually, a lot of aftermarket caps, I don't know if my new one does, The wire wasn't even hooked up, guys, but since I got a new distributor, I'm going to go ahead and change it. That's probably why my tack and everything wasn't working. It was starting, but it must have popped out. Anyway, I got a new distributor, I'm going to change it. Some people would say, why? Just change cap. Well, anyway, I got everything off. And that's why I said don't pull it out, because you see where it's pointing? It's exactly where you want your new one to fall. If you have to, you could put a dot back here, and you might be able to do it in soapstone. You could do it in a Sharpie too, because the Sharpie should be able to, if I can find any of them. Here's a Sharpie. Because when you put that back together, you want that at the exact spot. So, if you put this on here exactly, and make a mark. I know you probably can't see that mark, but it is there. Alright. And then, if you look on the side of the distributor here, right down here, where my printer is, unless you really can't see it, I'm trying to, there's a 10mm bolt. You gotta take that bolt out and the whole thing slides out. And then this, on your new cap, you're gonna take them 2 bolts out there to start. So, I'll go ahead and show you that in a minute. Okay, distributor's back in. It took like 10 minutes. And so I got a flashlight now. You can see that bolt down there somewhat. But if you look, I don't know what I did with the Sharpie now. Alright, if I take that Sharpie and I put that right on there, right there where that gray is, should be my mark. It's right on, dead on the mark. So you got that right in right. Then you got to make sure that you find your cable down here for your module, which mine was unhooked. Don't know how, but it was, and that's why I got that code. But since I bought the new distributor, I'm gonna go ahead and put it in. Maybe the tack will work now, guys. I thought all that was hooked up, but must came unhooked or something. I don't know. Something I did. That's in. That's tight. And then I got lucky. Let me show you. On my new distributor cap, this one, there's actually they're marked. Some of them ain't. See, it says 3, 1, 5. Don't guess on these. If you're a small block Chevy guy, usually the first one up here was number 1. Not on this one. One's right here. So, alright, I'll put this in. Then we'll turn the key and see if it starts up. I'm only putting one part on at a time. You don't want to put tons of parts, because then if you got a problem, you don't know what part it was. So, put this on, hook the wires on, turn the key, fires, then we'll put this in. Okay, we're going to hook the battery on real quick. I gotta remember I put my 8mm. 8mm is going to be for your battery. Don't know where I put it right now. But I should be able to just turn that and pull up on the cable a little bit if I can get started. They don't give me much room in here to work on these. It's like they want you to go to a dealership all the time. that should be enough, guys, to see if she's gonna run. Grab our keys. The only thing we changed so far is distributor. I didn't change nothing else. You never want to change more than one thing at once. Let's see. I haven't tried to start this morning or anything. I'm not like on TV where it fires right up. Let's see. It did fire right up. Tach's working now. See it, guys? Service engine light's still on. We got to figure out what that is, but no backfire anymore. So, airbag light went off. Still got service engine light. Other than that, we're making progress, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and put the crank sensor in, and then we're gonna, after we do that, I'm gonna fire it again. I'm gonna unhook the battery again. Some people would say, why? You never know. But crank sensor is all the way. Crap. Let me see. Where's my dolly? Is it back under the table? Yep. The crank sensor is probably a 10 millimeter. I don't know. It's been a while since I did that. Let's see what we got here. I'll just show you where it is. Try to, guys. Oh yeah, you can see it. That's the crank sensor. That's what we're putting on new next. Then we know we ain't have new issues. Because when they fail, the motor has stopped running. It just shut off. So pull that out and take that bolt out. Might be a 10 millimeter, might be smaller, but alright, take it out and you pull it out and put the new one in. Then guys, you're gonna what you're gonna do is refire it and make sure everything still runs. Just don't take any guesses. Well, I changed that, it's gonna new. It still runs. You never know. Alright. See, it's something that I was talking about. This is the new one. This is the old one. They look identical. This one just slides right in, which it shouldn't. And this one, the little snug. Because that's where oil is. You don't want it just slide in and you get an oil leak. So, I'm going to have to mic these. If these are the same, whoops, if this is the same here, the O-ring's the wrong O-ring they got on there. So, what I can do is actually take this O-ring off, see how easy this one slides in. Or I got another one back here too, because I know this one's still good. I can put that back on, I can send this part back, if I have to. It's a $10 part. That's what I said about guessing. Just don't get it out there and put it in there all it's loose because the old one had stuff on it. No. That ain't the reason. Alright. Okay, what it was is they got the wrong O-ring on there. These are so... I don't know how good you're seeing it. These are sold at Harbor Freight. I think I can change my LED screens. Let me see. Alright, now I got you in front. These are sold at Harbor Freight, and what you do, if you gently, you don't want to poke at it, put that in there like this, start sliding it, and you can get under the O-ring like that. Then if you start walking it off, you don't pull too much, walk at it, and I can tell this is the bad O-ring, brand new. This is a good O-ring. You can see the difference. So, if you do get one of these off of Amazon, if your O-ring's still good, go ahead and put your old O-ring on there. It's going to fit in the same place. They are identical. The reason this one's loose and this one ain't too much, it's because a lot of dirt's on there. Then that should fit in. And I was wrong. That bolt right there is an 8mm. Same as your battery should be. Okay, I fit in there perfectly. I went ahead and put the battery on, tightened that up. I snugged up. We're going to test. I think the keys are still in here. Don't know. Nope. Took the keys out. Let's see if they're in here. There's the keys. That's what I said. You switch one part at a time. And the only reason I bought that one part is because I thought it needed it. But I was going to change distributor cap and everything anyway on it. And by the time I bought a distributor cap and rotor button, it would have been close to $20, $25. I got the whole distributor for like 40 or 39 bucks. Here we go, guys. Still hesitating a little, but it's not really backfiring. It's out on where it should be. Well, I'm going to go ahead and change this trip if I can. I figure how to do it. There it is. That'll tell me how, because I want to put a couple miles on it before I change the oil. Still got to put this on today and change. I got to get that glue off somehow. I got a heat gun in there. Anyway, let's go ahead and see what this engine light code is now. And I'll let you know in a second. Okay, the tool I'm using right now, I got probably 6, 7 years ago, I don't know. Turn the key all the way on. Don't start it. Just all the way on like you're gonna start it. Where it stops. Come over to your Diagnostic tool. This came from Harbor Freight. It ain't the color one, but this did ABS. That's why I bought it. Now this does not work. I don't know why. It's working on this vehicle. But this does not work on a Chevy S10. This is an S10. It won't work on the... It didn't work on my brother-in-law's or my cousin's truck. But anyway, it was working on this one. Don't know why. I went going Diagnostic. We're not going ABS. Right now, it should see if it works today. It worked the other week. It says a status on. You probably read that quicker than I did. It says read codes, pending codes. See, now it's not sending no pending codes. Let's see. It says cam staff sensor. It's a same code that I just redid or whatever. That's for that came this PO P034340 came up as that piece that was unhooked. That was my fault. I'm going to erase codes. Alright, we're going to exit out. You want to exit out? Yes. I'll go ahead and unhook it down here. Service engine light probably still on because it's probably something else, but my luck. But we'll find out, guys. Light went out. Every light's out except my airbag light. And that usually blinks and goes out. I'm going to let it run a second. My temperature sensor, I must have bumped it somewhere, because look. I had to get that fixed. That might be the one on the side block that was broke and needs fixed. Do not know. I'll find out. Alright. We're going to shut it off. I'm going to set you down. I know you hate that dinging as much as I do. We're going to hook our port back in. We're going to do the exact same thing we just did. Turn it all the way on. Still won't go no further. I'm not pushing hard. Turn the sensor on, or our code reader on. Remember, this is just a Harbor Freight. You don't have to spend tons of money. They make them even smaller and cheaper than this. 0 codes. Codes found, 0. It says erase. Now we can read codes. Stored codes, none. Just to make sure, we can go to pending codes, none. Alright, now we got to find out what happened. Unplug it. It automatically turns that off. I touched something, they're on hook something. I'm thinking it's probably, there's a sensor right here that was broke. And then I just set the wire back on there. I'm thinking by revving it up like that, making the rotor sake unhooked it. Well, I'll try to find that and see I'll see where that water temperature sensor is. I know I need one. So that'll be the next thing I get. Alright, but everything's back together. Next thing we're going to, well, mostly all back together. I got to still put my gaskets on. And that's a star set underneath there when you take it apart. But there's the other issues. Showed you a couple of them. This video is kind of long now anyway. I'll show you another part later on. But it's back together running. The only thing, I got to find that water temperature sensor. As soon as I find it, I'll show it to you. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's the one I was telling you about that I need to replace. Well, I've seen it from, it's right there. I plugged it back in. That wasn't the issue. Well, it had short here or something. So I took my knuckle and just went, just to see, tapped on it. And went right back over. So it's working good. It's back working. Everything, no lights, no nothing on. Everything seems to be good. Other than, like I said, that water temperature sensor. The only thing that's wrong is part of the body right here is cracked, broke off. It's stuck on there. I don't think it's going to come off, but it don't snap. So that's all together. The only thing I got to do on maintenance is see a little puddle of oil. That's because it's leaking there. I gotta change that gasket. And then we get to do the fun stuff. The lowering kit. Alright. So that's all. I'm not gonna show you how all this is a couple O-rings and pretty self-explanatory. Take it off. Look at the gaskets that you have. Replace it with the same exact gaskets. This is the one that goes all the way up. This is supposed to work for all different models. So I hope it's the right one. Everything, that's what I said, everything's running good, and seems to be, and I ain't not going to show you that, but I will show you the lowering when I start that. But I'm probably only going to show you one side, that's what I said, how I'm doing each side, and now I'll just finish it. Alright, until later, until the lowering video, thanks for watching, please subscribe.